Welcome back. Welcome to the debate on Evening Prime. It has been another hectic day for all the political parties out there in poll-bound Sikkim. Be it the Sikkim 𝗪𝗪𝗏 𝗪𝗏, the ruling party, the party in power, currently, be it the Sikkim Democratic Front, the SDF that ruled the state for 5 straight terms, making 𝗪𝗏 𝗪𝗏 the longest serving chief minister of the state. Also, the recently launched Citizen Action Party or CAP, very hectic days for all of them. In fact, I had a tough time getting their representatives on the show tonight, but a big thank you to all my panelists for being there today, joining me on the debate on Evening Prime. Of course, we've seen huge crowds at the SDF rally today at 𝗪𝗪𝗏. There were rallies being held by SKM, by CAP. Like I said, hectic days for all the political parties. Those are visuals from earlier today, the SDF rally that was held at 𝗪𝗪𝗏. In fact, a mega rally, a lot of people joining. That's been the story for all the political parties in poll-bound Sikkim. Now, big questions there though, as the state moves forward for the assembly elections, barely a couple of months away now. Questions like, the SDF recently accused the Chief Minister 𝗪𝗪𝗫 𝗪𝗏 and his party SKM of bringing in voters from outside the state during the 2019 elections. That is what 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏 𝗪𝗏𝗏, now one of the key leaders of SDF has said. Also, the SDF has accused the ruling SKM of indulging in corruption, misgovernance, utter lawlessness in the state, and in fact, the 5-time Chief Minister of Sikkim, the SDF chief 𝗪𝗏 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏 today said that this is the last effort, last time to save Sikkim. 2024 elections is the last ditch attempt to save Sikkim. Now, of course, we are seeing a lot of politicking. The question remains, are these political parties, be it the ruling SKM, the SDF, the CAP, are they really thinking of giving a better life and livelihood opportunities to the common men and women of the state? Did SKM really bring in voters from outside the state to win the 2019 elections as claimed by 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗏? Will the people of Sikkim finally get a corruption-free government and state? Will they have to continue to live with the fear of another cloud burst or a natural calamity claiming lives and causing massive destruction and devastation? Let's hear from the representatives of the key political parties joining me this evening on the debate on Evening Prime. Let me welcome my esteemed panelists today. I have with me Mr. 𝗓𝗓 𝗪𝗓𝗏 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗏, the spokesperson of ruling SKM, also a senior political leader from the state. Also joining me today from Sikkim is Mr. 𝗪𝗓𝗪𝗏 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗏, the spokesperson for Sikkim Democratic Front, and Mahesh Rai, spokesperson for the CAP. Welcome, gentlemen, to the show, and thank you so much for joining me this evening despite having really hectic schedule throughout the day today. I hope all of you are able to hear me properly.
Yes.
All right. So first, let me go straight to Mr. 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏 from SKM. Lot of allegations being leveled against your party, Mr. 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏. Of course, I think the worst being 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏 accusing your party and your party leader, the current chief minister, of bringing in voters from outside the state to win the 2019 elections. What do you have to say about that?
Good evening, first of all, to the Northeast viewers live. Thank you so much. Firstly, the allegation put by the opposition party stating that there has been, we have been bringing voters from outside the state, I feel is a totally misconcept they are having. Since if they feel that they can go to the election commissioner and check or they can do the RTI and find out.
Okay. All right. So you, yeah. Yes. Let me quickly bring in our SDF spokesperson, Mr. 𝗪𝗏𝗪 here. Mr. 𝗪𝗏𝗪, here you've heard the SKM spokesperson and a leading politician from your state asking you to, prove.
Thank you so much, madam. यहाँ पर उपस्थित हुए 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏 सर को बहुत मैं आदर करता हूँ और मेरा यूनिवर्सिटी में भी वो सीनियर था 𝗧𝗵𝗞𝗞𝗚𝗎 है, वहाँ को भी मैं बहुत इज्जत करता हूँ, सम्मान करता हूँ। देखिए, जो हमारा पार्टी ने जो बोला था वो 100% सही है। जो SKM 2019 में SKM ने जिस तरह से चुनाव लड़ा था, ये जो हमारा पार्टी क्लेम कर रहा है ये 100% सही बात है। देखिए, सिक्किम एक अलग राज्य है और राज्य में देखिए हमारा खुद का यहाँ पर मुख्यमंत्री होता है, लेकिन बार बार देखिए मुख्यमंत्री जी और वहाँ का बाहर का जो एक MLA साहब है नीरज जी, उसका साठगांठ देखिए, ये तो पूरी तरह से क्लियर है कि यहाँ का जितना भी राजनीतिक अभी सरकार चल रहा है, इसका पूरा कंट्रोल बाहर से है। इसका मतलब क्या होता है, इसका प्रूफ जनता को मालूम है, हम लोगों को इसको प्रूफ करने का जरूरत नहीं। ये पूरा सिक्किम का जनता जानता है कि SKM पार्टी ने 2019 में बाहर का शक्ति सिक्किम में अंदर लाके और उधर से वोट उस तरह से उन लोगों ने काम किया है। और ये भी सिक्किम का जनता को ये भी मालूम है कि आने वाला चुनाव में भी ये शक्ति बाहर से ये लोग वो करने वाला है और इसके लिए सिक्किम में जनता पूरी तरह से सतर्क है। और ये बात मैं आपको एक बात और बता दूं, SKM पार्टी का जो फ्लैग है, जो उनका फ्लैग है, वो फ्लैग उनका जो फ्लैग है वो फ्लैग खाली सिक्किम में ही नहीं है, वो उसका आप जाइए बंगाल में है, बंगाल में जाइए, बंगाल में पूरी तरह से ये फ्लैग लगा हुआ है, घर में देखिए, हाईवे के आसपास देखिए। इसका मतलब क्या होता है, इसका मतलब ये होता है कि ये SKM पार्टी जो सरकार में अभी ये बाहर का शक्ति से चल रहा है। और मैं आपको एक बात बता दूं, SKM पार्टी का जब गठन हुआ था ये सिक्किम में गठन नहीं हुआ था, ये पार्टी बाहर हुआ था ये गठन। और जो SKM पार्टी का अभी जो चीफ इकोनॉमिक एडवाइजर है, चीफ इकोनॉमिक एडवाइजर 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏 उन्होंने एक बार वो लोकसभा का चुनाव लड़ा था, लोकसभा के चुनाव का उसका चुनाव चिन्ह देखे, इलेक्शन सिंबल देखे, जो SKM का टेबल लैंप है। इसका मतलब क्या होता है, जो सरकार SKM का सरकार सिक्किम में चल रहा है, ये पूरी तरह से बाहर के शक्ति और बाहर के लोगों के कंट्रोल में पूरी तरह से SKM सरकार चल रहा है। ये सिक्किम के जनता को मालूम है ये।
ठीक है, 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏 जी, would you like to come in here?
Yes, I would definitely like to comment on this.
Yes.
It is just such a childish way of putting forward. Can we not have friends with the neighboring states? When our Chief Minister has invited 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏 for the Sonam Losar, is it something wrong? Is it unethical? It is always better to have good relationship with the neighboring state.
Right.
And regarding this...
Yes, please carry on.
Yeah, that is what I have always been emphasizing. Like in politics, the allegation does take place. It is the job of the opposition to put allegations, to make false propaganda. All that happens in politics. But the people of Sikkim have realized today, having seen 25 regime of SDF party and comparison with the SKM party, which is hardly 4.5 years. In this 4.5 years, the amount of work, the development work in field of health, in the field of education, infrastructure, see, that is what we are saying. We don't believe in propaganda, we believe in work. The SKM party, our Honorable Chief Minister, says we have come to power with the grace, with the help, with the blessings of the public of Sikkim. That is what we have come with a slogan called 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗏.
Okay.
So we are trying our best to see to it that each and every people of Sikkim benefits with the policies that has been implemented by the SKM government.
Right. Let me bring in Mahesh Rai, the spokesperson for CAP here. Mr. Rai, CAP, of course, a very new party launched just January last year. What's your strategy going to be? You're, like I said, a new party. Many might not want to take you seriously.
Indeed, ma'am. We are a new party, and we have started a year before, and accordingly, we have been reaching out to the people of Sikkim, and we are also receiving a great response from the people of Sikkim who have who have experienced the governance from the erstwhile SDF party and also the present SKM party, and people are not so happy about them, and we are committed, and we have strategized ourselves so that we can win the 2024 elections and form a new government that will ensure good governance and proper administration. And as I recall, yes, ma'am, please go ahead.
Yeah, please carry on.
As I recall, the allegations that have been put on to the SKM by SDF, I think if that is the allegation that we have to encounter today, after SKM is about to complete its term, 5 years term, and if SKM has brought such kind of voters from outside the Sikkim, that means SDF should have been voted out from the power, because if they do not have that much of expertise to even filter out the voters from outside the state, then they should not have any moral obligation. They should not have any moral right to contest for 2024 election, because they failed when they were in government. But since the allegation has come out, so I think it is subject to investigation, as Mr. 𝗪𝗁𝗵𝗶 has rightly pointed out, and we should go into the investigation, and accordingly we should come out with the conclusions.
So, Mr. Rai, are you saying, if I heard you correctly, are you saying that SDF should have come up with whatever the claims that they are making now, that SKM had brought in voters from outside, they should have done it much before, and now an investigation should be conducted?
Exactly. Because after 5 years, almost 5 years has been completed, and at that point of time, if they claim that SDF SKM had brought in some, then police was in their hands, the administration was in the hands of the SDF government. So if
why
they
wake up now? Why make those claims now?
Indeed.
Right. Okay.
Can I say something about this?
Yes, sure. Yes, Mr. 𝗪𝗁𝗵𝗶.
The person who is putting this allegation, stating that we have bought voters from outside, what about him? He had fought election from Darjeeling. Did he not change his voters card from Gangtok, from Sikkim to Darjeeling? And again, not the least, he even transferred his name from Darjeeling to Siliguri also.
Yeah, I wish I had Mr. 𝗪𝗁𝗵𝗏 𝗪𝗏 today on the show. I did try, but he's been busy,
So
like
person who
in
puts
rallies
such
and all.
allegation should first see himself in the mirror.
All right. Now,
in front of the mirror, he should see.
Okay. Now, Mr. Limbo, what's your strategy going to be this time? Because, way back in 2014, your tally, if I'm not mistaken, was 18. And then you just dropped to 1 in 2019. Of course, your party ruled for 5 consecutive terms, and then suddenly there was this huge drop. If you're able to hear me, Mr. Limbo. Mr. Limbo, can you hear me? Your audio is gone.
Okay.
Yes.
Madam.
Yes. Let me just complete my question here. So do you think, the mudslinging and everything that you're doing right now, is that going to bring you back to power? Do you really have a plan or strategy?
See, we are in opposition. Definitely, we are in opposition, and we are with the people 24/7. And see, thing is, अब हम लोग जनता में
जनता में हम काम कर रहा है। आज भी हमारा बहुत बड़ा एक जनसभा था, जहां पर करीब आपको बता दूं 700 फैमिलीज फ्रॉम डिफरेंट पार्टीज, कैब से बहुत ज़्यादा आया था वहाँ का। उन लोगों का वाइस प्रेसिडेंट भी ज्वाइन किया है, एसकेएम का भी बहुत ज़्यादा 700 परिवार ने आज ज्वाइन किया है। और हम लोग कॉन्फिडेंट है कि अब जनता कॉन्फिडेंट होने से हम लोग कॉन्फिडेंट है कि 2000 ये आने वाले चुनाव में हम लोग सरकार गठन कर रहे हैं। वी आर कमिंग इनटू पावर इन दिस अपकमिंग इलेक्शन। और मैं आपको एक बात बता दूं, जो अभी बारफुंपा सर बोल रहा था, मैं उनको बहुत आदर करता हूँ। वो एक सीनियर वो है, पॉलिटिशियन है, नेता है सिक्किम का। उन्होंने बोल रहा था कि भाइचुङ भुटिया बंगाल में लड़ा था। अरे सर, इतना तो आपको मालूम होना चाहिए, आपका तजुर्बा तो होना चाहिए कि एक भारत का नागरिक होने से क्यों नहीं दार्जिलिंग, दिल्ली में भी चुनाव लड़ सकता है। आप भी जाइए, दिल्ली में जाइए, जहां पर भी जाके आप चुनाव लड़ सकता है। ये तो संविधान का एक तो अधिकार का बात है। और मुझे ये पैनल डिस्कशन में लग रहा है अभी
I
कैब
do
का
agree
जो
that.
महेश दा
But
था और ये
ethics
सर
and
है
moral तो
एसकेएम
होना
और
चाहिए
कैब,
पॉलिटिक्स
ऐसा
में.
लग रहा है ये दो पार्टी टैग टीम कर रहा है। टैग टीम में इन लोगों को रेसलिंग जैसा वो लोग अभी यहाँ पर ये पैनल डिस्कशन में आप लोग वो ये दो पार्टी बात कर रहा है।
Okay. Let me go back to Mr. 𝗵𝗂. Mr. 𝗵𝗂, there are a lot of accusations against your party, not just that, the current chief minister brought in voters from outside, but there are now, today in fact, SDF leader, the former chief minister Pawan Chamling said that they are going to go to Supreme Court regarding the Sikkim Urja disinvestment, the stake sale. They feel that there was no proper due diligence. In fact, your ally BJP has also pointed fingers at you as far as the disinvestment process is concerned. So, lot of accusations there against your government. If you are able to hear me properly, so lot of allegations, lot of accusations, misrule, no law and order there, security issues being raised. People, they are claiming, BJP has raised questions about the disinvestment process. SDF has accused your party of stating that the citizens of Sikkim, they are no longer secure. How do you respond to all of these things, and what's going to be your poll strategy this time round? What are you offering people this time?
In politics, to put allegation, to make propaganda is part and parcel of politics. Since I was in the opposition for the last 20 years, I have seen the previous government, how they ruled Sikkim for 25 years. You must have known what happened in 1999.
ये भी बोल दीजिए सर, काइंडली सर। आप जब 94 में 93 में एसडीएफ पार्टी गठन हुआ था, आप तो फाउंडर भी थे, ये भी बोल दीजिए काइंडली सर। आई रिक्वेस्ट यू।
I will say, I'm not denying the fact. I'm not denying. Mr. Limbu, I'm saying I was the founder member of SDF party. From 1994 to 1999, I was in the SDF party. I'm not denying that. It's a fact. But after 99, when I resigned from the party, you know what happened to me that time? My house was pelted with stones. And wherever meeting we went with Mr. Bhandari, we were threatened. So this is what happens in politics. In politics, everything is fair and love in war.
Right. Mr. 𝗵𝗂, my question remains unanswered. What is SKM's strategy going to be this time? I'm sure you're looking, Mr. Tamang is looking for a second straight term in office. But what are you offering? What are you giving your people this time?
We are very confident of coming back to power this year, 2024. Because the amount of schemes and facilities that we have given to the people of Sikkim. For instance, AMA Suraksha scheme, house upgradation, 𝗪𝗓𝗪𝗂, self-entrepreneurs, Sikkim inspires, IBF. And you see, last 25 years, I would like to talk about health, about the health sector. Nothing was done. Anything that was serious case used to be sent to Delhi or Vellore. Today, in Sikkim, during a SKM regime, under the leadership of 𝗓𝗪𝗂, today, in Sikkim, we are having open heart surgery here.
Right.
We are having dialysis here. We are having chemo done here. And the amount of hospital that is coming up in around Sikkim. Because our Chief Minister always used to say and always says, first priority should be given to health. Health is the most important thing in a person's life. Secondly, we are concentrating on education so that our coming generation becomes literate and be aware of what is all the political parties are doing.
Right.
And talking about various schemes, now this Sikkim inspires. Since there will come a time when government job is going to reach a saturation point. So to avoid that, we have started Sikkim inspires. We are creating self-entrepreneurs. In Chinese there is a saying, don't give the beggar the fish, give him a fishing rod.
Right.
So that he earns his livelihood with dignity.
What about the law and order situation, the security situation, safety of your citizens? Because these are some of the issues.
Law and order problem is, I feel, is the same. It's going on well.
Okay.
There is a job of the opposition party to
but
make comments on that matter. If the law and order is not okay.
But
मैं तो SKM शिकारी है. मैं इस SKM का शिकार हूँ. इन लोगों ने SKM पार्टी ने खुलेआम भाषण में इन लोगों ने क्या किया था, घर घर में घुस के मारेंगे, घर घर में घुस के मारेंगे, 24 के इलेक्शन के बाद देखेंगे. इन लोगों ने जो बोलता है वो करता है. ये लोग जो बोलता है ये लोग करता है. देखिए मेरा यहाँ पे ये मेरा SKM और गोले साहब ने दिया हुआ प्रजातंत्र जो बोल रहा है ना सर अभी, ये SKM में हुआ है. मुझे हॉस्पिटल लाने के वजह से इन लोगों ने मैं बोलता हूँ PS गोले साहब ने आदरणीय मुख्यमंत्री लॉकअप में रखा, पुलिस लॉकअप में मुझे रखा. मेरे घर में PS गोले साहब मुख्यमंत्री का गुंडा आकर, मैं गुंडा ही बोलता हूँ, गुंडा आकर मेरा घर में मेरे जितना भी मेरा सिस्टर्स है उन लोगों को मोलेस्टेशन भी किया है. ऐसा करता है ये लोग.
𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 ji, very serious allegations. Limbu ji, please let Mr. 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 respond. Ji, 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 ji, really serious allegations being leveled against your party.
Yes. What? Did it not happen during the SDF regime? 1999. I'm talking about 1999, when one of his candidates lost from Pakyong. That time it used to be called Pakyong constituency. Now it's called 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 constituency. What happened in 1999?
PS गोले साहब वो भी
The house
SDF
was
में था.
ransacked. The people were beaten.
वो भी SDF पार्टी का मंत्री था.
Even
मुख्यमंत्री ने जब वो SDF पार्टी में मंत्री था उस वक्त उन्होंने सार्वजनिक भाषण में क्या किया था, भंडारी साहब को यहाँ से.
Let's not make this 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 session. Let's now talk more about development and what each of you political parties are promising to your people, your state. Let me bring in Mr. Mahesh Rai, the new party that's been launched. Let's hear from them. Is CAP planning to contest all the 32 assembly seats?
Yes, ma'am. Citizen Action Party is well prepared and have planned to contest all the 32 assembly constituency seats and also the Lok Sabha seat. We will be contesting in all of those.
So are you also looking at women candidates? Because I'm not sure if Sikkim has ever, fielded women candidate. So any of the political parties, SKM, SDF, CAP party, are you people looking at bringing in women faces this time, or maybe some young faces?
For your kind information, madam, Sikkim has earlier also had many women legislators,
Okay.
many ministers, and also one speaker.
Right.
And
Oh, okay.
this time also, Citizen Action Party is planning to, we have already resolved in our meeting
Right.
that we will allocate 33% of our reservation to women.
Yes.
And in that case, we are very much dedicated, and we have been reaching out to many entrepreneurs, many social workers, and many other capable leaders, women leaders.
Yeah.
And we are on our way. And as soon as the election is declared, we will be coming up with many women candidates.
Okay. And quickly, I want to know from you, I mean, by when are you planning to announce your candidates list?
As soon as the election is declared
Yeah.
by the Election Commission,
Yes.
and we will follow the necessary procedures, and we'll declare it.
Okay. The same question to Mr. 𝗪𝗏𝗵𝗫 and Mr. Limbu as well. By when can we expect the candidates list? Mr. 𝗪𝗏𝗵𝗫, first to you. By when, and will there be new faces, women candidates this time?
Yeah, as soon as the election is declared,
Yeah.
the party will have its meeting and decide.
Okay. Okay. Mr. Limbu,
Because
SDF
it's no point
plans.
talking just now, because the river has not, when the river comes, we'll open our shoes.
Okay.
Across.
Okay. Okay. Mr. Limbu.
जी मैडम, हम लोग करेंगे। ये जो पार्टी है, हमारा पार्टी डेमोक्रेटिकली फंक्शन करता है ये पार्टी।
जी।
और ये जो आप कैंडिडेट का जो सवाल है वो हम जल्दी करेंगे। और मैं आपको बता दूं, अभी महेश जी ने बोला था कि पहले स्पीकर भी लेडी रहा था सिक्किम में, वो एसडीएफ ने ही किया था। सिक्किम का फर्स्ट लेडी स्पीकर था वो 𝗪𝗪𝗘𝗃। दो शी इज not in SDF party right now.
Right.
She went to SKM. So, but that lady was, the speaker, the post of speaker was given by the SDF party, and
Okay.
that is first in Sikkim.
Okay. And quickly before I close, the Limbu Tamang reservation issue, long pending. Quickly, in one sentence, each of you, what are your plans there? 𝗪𝗏𝗵𝗫, first to you.
This is a very long pending demand of Limbu Tamang.
So, will SKM...
The SDF government had assured
𝗪𝗏𝗵𝗫, will
that
SKM
they will
now
give...
address it if it's voted back to power?
Yes, definitely we'll fulfill their demands.
Okay. I'll quickly go to SDF and then to Mr. Rai, CAP. Quickly, in one word.
मैडम, मैं उसी समुदाय से मैं बिलोंग करता हूँ, मैं लिम्बू समुदाय से हूँ। और मैं गर्व से ये कह सकता हूँ कि जो लॉन्ग पेंडिंग, ये खाली जो जब 2003 में लिम्बू तामाङ को ट्राइबल एसडीएफ पार्टी ने, मैं गर्व से कहता हूँ,
absolutely running out of time. You will do it or not do it?
एसडीएफ पार्टी ने लिम्बू तामाङ को ट्राइबल का स्टेटस एसडीएफ पार्टी ने दिया था। और मैं आपको बता दूं, ये उससे भी आगे से ये मांग चल रहा था। और एसडीएफ पार्टी ने लिम्बू तामाङ को ट्राइबल बनाया, और ट्राइबल बना के वो पूरा इसका फॉर्मूला, इसका सीट रिजर्वेशन देने के लिए बहुत काम किया है, फॉर्मूला दिया है, ब्राह्मण कमीशन गठन किया है। लेकिन ये शर्म का बात है, एसकेएम पार्टी ने 10 दिन में लिम्बू तामाङ को सीट देने का वादा किया था 2019 में। सरकार आया 5 वर्ष होने को है, और अभी तक इन लोगों ने अभी तक लिम्बू तामाङ को रिजर्वेशन को बात तो छोड़िए, एक फॉर्मूला भी नहीं दिया, कैसे देना है।
All right, I'll come back to all of you and have another round of discussion. Mahesh Rai ji, last word in single word. Want to hear from you, yes or no, implementation?
In our manifesto, in our party manifesto, we will be bringing this issue. Yeah, we're in favor of Limbu Tamang seat.
All right. Thank you so much, gentlemen there. Wishing you the very best for the upcoming elections. Thank you, viewers, for being with me this evening and watching the Evening Prime. News and updates continue on the other side. Thank you so much. Goodbye. Good night.